Themes and course language.
Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers are advised that the following program may contain images and voices of people who have died.
A few things, just when you come into the centre, you can't take mobile phones, keys, money inside, and ask the boys what crimes they committed to get into the centre. They can go from 0 to 100 in no time, so if anything happens, just don't touch them, stand back. There'll be youth officers there, let them take care of everything. Okay? Do you have any questions?
No, I'm good. With this bullshit out of my eyes. It's an early Sunday morning for Briggs. I'm here at the Reby Juvenile Justice Centre in southwest Sydney. I want to go play some music. I'm going to see how these kids are living, try and experience, their day to day as naturally as it could be. It's locked. It's a jail. It's a jail. It's locked, you idiot. Yo.
Hey, mate.
Good, brother.
Sam.
How are you? Sam. I'm here to drop him off.
Dropping. Bit young.
Thanks, brother.
Welcome to Reby. This is the A-Class Centre for under 16 boys in New South Wales. So basically, if you are classed as an A-Class kid, this is where you will come. We have a high representation of indigenous boys in centre. Anywhere from up to 60 to 70% will be indigenous kids.
Good, bros. How are you?
Are you a rapper?
Sometimes. What about you?
Yeah, sometimes before I rap.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing today?
Just come down to see what you fellas are up to. It's an A-class crime.
Vary from assault right up to murder. Serious offenders will basically come here.
How you doing, bros? You good?
Yeah.
You gonna show me around?
Yeah.
He's on stage 3.
Yeah.
So he's worked pretty hard to get to the stage. That's why he gets to walk around in Adidas top.
So this is the art room.
Yeah. I'm doing the goanna.
Oh man, on the canvas, that looks good. What tribe are you? Can you see it on here?
Waka waka.
Queensland?
Yeah.
I'm down here. Yorta. You're Waka Waka. Is that where your mum's from or your dad?
Both.
Both.
Mum and dad.
Over here, we have structured programs. The boys know exactly what time they're getting up, what time they're eating, they're going to school, so they've got all the routines. This is the boys' room. Let me just, I'll just do a quick check if that's all right.
So sweet.
You notice that the boys' shoes are out. They're not allowed to take their shoes inside the rooms.
It's modern cars. Kick back playing the PSP.
Well, so you're allowed to have a PSP?
Yeah.
They're eligible if they make their points to get a PSP.
You can get whatever you want. Sunsilk, palm polish, body wash.
Get your locks all correct.
Yeah.
What do you watch?
I just watch news or something.
Yeah.
Cartoons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kick back.
Same. That's all I watch is news and cartoons too. Who you call when you use the phone? Mum?
Yeah, I was talking to her last night.
Yeah. You tell her I was coming in?
No.
Tell her I said what up?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the ping pong room. Yeah, you can do whatever you want in here, but you can't eat and drink in here.
All right, have mercy. You've been practicing.
Been here for 5 months, so.
Every boy in this centre has an amazing love for his mum and dad.
Yeah.
With the little boys, we were talking about the Hansel and Gretel story. And the kids were saying, who would abandon their kids? But then one of the boys said, well, actually, I muck up because I feel like my mum and dad abandoned me.
It is like it turns. The boys are in and out all, a lot of times. I've seen a boy come in 10 years old and, leave here at 16.
How long you been here for?
I only got here like 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was here before.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't planning to come back in, but...
Yeah. I don't think anyone plans to. You got any cousins in here?
No, not now. Before I was there last time, there was heaps. We had heaps of cousins.
Yeah.
All in the same unit.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it was mad. This is a coffee shop in there, room 7.
Hard Luck Cafe. You named it that. So you make the coffees for the visitors?
Yeah, visitors and workers.
And workers?
First time I was in here for 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't planning on coming back?
Just come back, coffee shops, man.
This is the curtains for privacy and for checks as well. Because once they're in their rooms, if they're self-harmers, they could be on 5-minute checks until they go to sleep for about an hour. Otherwise, no, I'm not saying you are, but otherwise it's 20-minute checks. You got to check in every room every 20 minutes. I'm just going to go up to Whiskey Unit. We've got a young person there who's on the DRMP, the Detainee Risk Management Plan.
Yeah.
Now, he'll be in a suicide guard, so don't be alarmed. You'll also have youth officers there with him. They'll have the helmet on, because young person has a tendency to sometimes spit at people, lash out. So just be mindful of that. I brought you someone special to meet.
Hey, no, brother.
I've seen you bring out hectic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, I heard you're from Albury.
Yeah, I like people from Chevron too.
Yeah, I'm from Shep. I've got heaps of family in Albury.
Yeah.
Too, all the Briggses, Edwardses and that.
Yeah.
What are you playing?
You go.
No, I don't know how to play it. Someone wants to teach me.
Yeah.
How old are you?
15.
15. When you turn 15?
3rd of April.
How long you been up here for?
Since 2nd of February.
Hey, what's that?
Yeah.
6 months. What do you want to do when you get out?
So, young Aboriginal kids want to grow up.
Yeah. How you finding it? How you finding working with Sam?
Yeah, exactly. He gives me chocolate. He's trying to make me put on each way.
Can't be. I'm eating all the chocolates. I'm the one putting on the weight, not you.
Have you met Cursor?
Yeah.
He's my favourite rapper.
Yeah.
He wrote a rap, actually.
Did you?
Hey, how's about
Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Can I hear it?
Yeah, do it. Come on, do it.
The one girl been on my mind every day. I'm gonna go see on 20th of May. I'll be a clean being, got no more charges on my back. I'll be so good, she'll have a heart attack. She'll blonde there, she's super fine. When I get out, I'm gonna make her mine. Listen to my flow, it's so unreal. It's your boy on the mic, the one Dizzy Dill.
Brother. Man. Thanks for the time, bros. Thanks for talking, man. Having a chat.
Yeah.
Good to see you. You know what I mean? Hope you find that blonde thing when you get back there.
Yeah.
Look after yourself. You know what I mean? Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And I'll see you back home, bros. You know, I was sitting with a young fella with a suicide gown on who just turned 15. He hasn't even lived a life to end it yet. We're gonna go do a show. I'm gonna go do some tracks. I'm gonna go perform and do something. I'm gonna talk to the kids.
Okay, so before we go in, that's not going to be an issue? What's that?
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as I go along. I just won't swear. Simple. You should do that thing where you punish everyone else, so I feel real bad about it.
Yeah, if you swear, we'll write up all the kids.
Yeah.
Just because they heard it.
Yeah. Write up my DJ. So
Yeah, so...
because you can't teach me a lesson, so you have to teach him a lesson to make me understand empathy.
Come on. Because it's an A-class centre, it's very hard to organise programs where they can actually mix. You know, there's a lot of risk assessment that goes into it. So obviously the boys that can't mix won't come down, and unfortunately, that's just the way it is. It can be a nightmare, but this is a really good nightmare to have because that's what these boys need. A lot of times in life, they don't have a lot of positive role models. Okay, boys, let's put your hands together for Briggs. Come on, mate. Thank you.
They're growing up fast, they're growing up tough. They're giving back everything they never got as a pup. And if they want something, you're giving it up. If they want something, you're giving it up.
I remember when I was your age, a few of my cousins got locked up, and that was like my first of someone my own age going into the system and that. And that's why now it's important for me to come back and be able to talk to fellas like yourselves to let you know that there are fellas out here outside thinking about you and want to help. Yep.
How long does it take to write raps?
It depends, but it's like one song can take, you spend a couple of hours on it. And some songs might mean more to you, so you might spend more time writing it and changing it and making it right.
How much money would you make off like an album?
Heaps. Heaps. Nah.
Natural. He's a natural.
Thank you, boys.
How you doing, Buzz? Good? Good, oh, good, man.
We've brought up Briggs because, you know, you couldn't come down to the hall to see their performance. No. But I wanted them to come and meet you and see you. And
I want to come up and say hello, man.
Show me your room and everything.
That's alright.
Who's this little one?
They're my two sisters, bro.
Yeah? How long you been in here for?
Done 6 months. Got another 3 to go, bro. But I still got more charges to come.
Yeah. How old are you?
15, turned 16, 23rd of October, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully when I get out, I can change my life around, bro. I'm gonna maybe do some boxing, cuz. It's like I like fighting, bro. It's not a good thing, but it's a good thing I've used.
You do it the right way, you do it, make it a good thing, ain't not negative.
Yeah, bro. I done a refusal, cuz. I kicked the front fence out and ran around the front compound. I ran out of cuz and just like...
Drop kicked it?
Nah, like kangaroo kicked
it,
bro, both feet. And then, yeah, like, they put me on DRP. And that's like a detainee risk management plan.
So you can't do school while you're on DRP?
Nah, I can't do it, bro. Because I'm not allowed to go with sharp objects and that, cuz. I only just got all my toiletries and photos and that back. That was like Friday, cuz.
Yeah, well, that'd be good, eh, having your sisters back there?
Yeah, bro, it's heaps better, cuz it's something to remind me of...
The good things, eh?
Yeah, like the good things. I only just got my access to go like out in the front part there, cuz, and get some sun. Turn them wet, bro. But yeah, bro. Yeah, been good, so hopefully they'll get me off on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And yeah, that'll be good, bro.
Stay off them roofs and stop kangaroo kicking.
True, bro. It's not worth it, cuz gets me stuck.
Every time you feel like that, man, just remember.
Yeah, man, my sister.
You know what I mean? That's the bigger picture, bros. You know, this system is a advocate, never have. But it's great to see people, genuine people, with a genuine heart, working with the kids to try and help them keep out of the system. The difference these kids have is the opportunities that they've been afforded aren't the same. There's a lot of potential, you know, behind, you know, all this razor wire. It'd be a shame to lose all that.
It looks like you've been in custody for a while.
Since
3 o'clock in the morning. I'm down here trying to get heroin.
Hello?
Hi Bradley, it's Elva here at the Aboriginal Legal Service. How are you holding up?
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Did you hear what happened with him?
No.
Oh, okay. He's taken heroin today when he was shoplifting. They Narcaned him, came back to the police station, started to go on the nod again.
There was a field interview for an unlawful assault.
Do you understand why you're at the police station?
No, I don't know nothing about it, so now I'm just getting done for it again.
Can I just ask what he was picked up for?
Theft of motor vehicle.
He's been bailed to when, sorry?
To the 8th of February.
8th of February at Melbourne Madge?
No, Ringwood.
Ringwood. No worries, thank you.
Yeah, too easy. All right, have a good night.
We get all kind of calls from people who are just scared. Every time an Indigenous person is arrested and go through the system in the police stations, we're notified, so it all comes through to me. And I'm on from, 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And that 12 hours I'm responsible for checking on the welfare of these people. It's a big responsibility when you think about it, because if there's something goes wrong while that person's in custody, if they have a medical issue or, the worst case scenario is they die in custody, that will fall back on me as a CSO, because I'm the person responsible to call and check on their welfare.
Are you looking for a career, not for just a job? Then why not accept the challenge and join the Victoria Police? Information on becoming a police officer
I actually think about becoming a police officer.
2001.
It's Elva here at the Aboriginal Legal Service.
I can't find the sergeant, he's missing at the moment, but and the members are interviewing another one of their offenders, so I can't even speak to them.
No, that's okay. I'll ring you back a bit later. We get that a lot too, like why does there have to be a service for Aboriginal people specifically? And it's the facts. The facts are that Aboriginal people are, overrepresented in the justice system. Hi Michelle, it's Elva here from the Aboriginal Legal Service. How are you going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, yeah, not too bad.
You sound so happy.
Oh, a bit busy. It's busy, but it's not too bad.
I think they're in interview. Give me 2 secs, all right?
No worries.
Are you looking for a career?
Are you there?
Yeah.
They're in interview at the moment. Can I get them to buzz you back after they're finished?
No worries. Bye.
Bye.
The problem with that is that if they're interviewing them straight away, then they don't have access to legal advice before their interview. And that's a problem.
Do you understand why you're at the police station?
Yeah, fair, yeah.
Yeah? Do you have any family members you want me to contact?
Yeah, probably my nan.
Also, did you want some legal advice to your interview?
Yeah, that'd be great, yeah.
Alright. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put you through to...
I haven't been able to get in contact with anyone, even to let them know that I'm here.
Right.
My body's starting to hurt.
So have you used or anything today? Are you under the influence of anything at the moment? Okay. So you're having withdrawals or anything else?
Yeah, last time I used was 2 days ago.
Okay, so it's been a few days.
Oh, okay, so he's sobered up?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he want to speak with us at all, do you know?
He's not fit for interview at the moment because apparently he's too drunk, so he's been lost.
No worries. We'll call back in about 4 hours to see how he's going.
Okay.
We have a pretty good system. Our workers are really good with each other. We have a good relationship. So if I'm very stressed or I have something going on, I can always call Gary, who's also senior worker, and he doesn't sleep. So the 3 of us that work full time, we don't really sleep that much.
Then why not accept the challenge and join the Victoria Police? They be obtained.
I'm just calling. I wanted to check on a client of ours. He was brought in for crim damage, but I think he was a bit drunk.
He was, and he's getting there. He's still in the cells at the moment to be interviewed shortly.
All right, then I'll call back a bit later on. It's huge. It's a huge job because Victoria is pretty huge, but also Tasmania as well, which we've only just taken on in the last couple of months. There's just one worker and a solicitor who are on call for 12 hours at a time. By Wednesday, Thursday, once you've been on for a few nights, you can't even recognise your own writing because you're just like dead tired. It's not just a job, like they say on the police messages. It's, you have to have the passion for your own people, I suppose, yeah.
No, he's been released. He got released about 11:45.
Yeah, what was the outcome? Was it just on...
It'll just be pending summons.
He's left. Awesome. And he didn't get a ticket for drunk, so that's awesome.
Can't stop crying.
Yeah. Are you okay? You're just not...
No, not really, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Oh, darling. Okay, so... Do you know why?
Yeah, they said that I had counterfeit money or something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm...
You're just over it?
I don't know anymore. Yeah, I just don't know, man.
What was going to happen with her tonight?
At the moment, she's sort of a bit unstable. We're getting our forensic medical officer to come out and assess her to see if she's fit for interview.
Oh, can I have a chat to her just because
Well, she's probably not able to speak at the moment. She's been quite violent in the cells at the moment, so we're just going to check on her.
Do you think she's at risk of suicide or...?
No, she hasn't expressed any suicidal thoughts to me. She's screaming a fair bit and banging on the cell door a little bit, so she's in there at the moment so that we can monitor her more closely.
Hey, I'm just calling you, giving you a courtesy call regarding Melissa.
Yeah.
You know that she's currently at the police station and she's been arrested.
So, are they going to let her out or...?
They're going to interview her, so once she's been interviewed, I'll give you a call back and let you know what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, doll. All right, I'll call you back a bit later.
Okay, thank you for that.
No problems. I had a really bad experience with police in South Australia where I went into the petrol station just to get some petrol and there'd been a fight at that station like 5 minutes before with Aboriginal people, and the police showed up and they had said, all you black people need to get out. And I said, what are you talking about? I've just showed up to pay for petrol. But because I was black, I was immediately associated with everyone else that was there and was ordered to get out. And if I didn't leave, I was going to be arrested. And I'd worked as a field officer at that time. So I said, I want your name, your badge number. And it wasn't until the next day that it was like, my brother, I think I was shocked because he just walked out with his head down. And that's my older brother. So I was like, are you serious? Like, you just accepted that. So yeah, that kind of led me to think, well, I'd rather work with my own people, make sure that doesn't happen, because I think that too often people think that's the way it is and they accept it, and it shouldn't be accepted. You're okay at the moment? Yeah, do you got mum and dad coming down or someone to come down? You don't know? All right. What I'll do is call back a bit later and see how you're getting on. She was like, yeah, no, I'm fine. If I was in the police station, I'd be like crying my eyes out, but she's like, nah, I'm fine. Oh my gosh, she's only 14. But sadly though, that's like not the first time kids been picked up. I think like the youngest one was 10 and he was on ice as well. So yeah, that was like, well, for Aboriginal people, it's the history there too. Back in the day, being held by police could only mean something really bad, and I couldn't speak for everyone, but I know that it's usually they're afraid to be locked up by police because it's a scary thing. And it's, yeah, just that's probably one of the biggest issues that most of our clients have, just being scared that they're there in custody. If you ask people our age, and we're like not even 30 yet, if we've had racist experiences with police, 9 times out of 10 will say yes, we have.
Is she Aboriginal?
Yeah, well, she's popped up on our systems.
I didn't think she was Aboriginal.
Mm.
I don't think she is somehow.
Did you want to check with her or?
She's here, and she's here for a safe custody warrant.
Yeah.
That's and DHS are assessing her, but I'm not sure that she's Aboriginal.
Yeah, maybe ask her, and when we call back we might see if she, see what she says.
All right, I'll see.
I've had people say, how much Aboriginal are you? And I find that offensive because I wouldn't ask that person, how white are you? They wrote about my father, they said he's a half caste, so, he can integrate with the white society, and he was taken by police and he was placed in a really bad, home for boys, and he had a lot of bad stuff happen. On my mum's side, her parents were both taken as well. So they were all taken by police, and their trust of the police is very limited. So all of my brothers and sisters ended up working alongside police, which is like Dad's worst nightmare. It's like, oh, my police, and he said, I'll never pass that on, that's my life, not yours. So he's pretty cool. We still have a long way to go in terms of building a relationship with police. Our people feel more protected here because there's services, and they know that there's someone that's going to call. They know our lawyers are going to chase them up, and they know that if they don't answer their phone that we will go to their house and see if they're home. They know that. But it's all about making people feel safe, and I think that police recognise that that's an issue too with our people, and that's the first step, is recognising that, there's a history there and we need to start repairing it, and I'm all for that. So I'm just going to go back to sleep until 5 o'clock, probably get up, have something to eat like breakfast, and then sleep again until about 8 o'clock, start all over again. And then the guys will take over during the day, and so they'll be pretty busy. Hi Brie, it's Elva here at the Victorian Aboriginal Legal Service. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Getting there. He's gone, is he?
Yep. We just set him a new court date and sent him on his way.
No problems. Thank you very much.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Main problem in Darwin is alcohol. Alcohol is a big problem in the Northern Territory. A lot of people in Darwin, they come in from the communities because they're not allowed to drink on the communities. So they come in town and they get stuck in here, get stuck into the alcohol. When they're drinking out in public, the police hand out fines, and then they'll get more fines and get more fines and let it go and let it go. And then when they do come across them, then they get locked up, sent to court, sent to jail. When they're stuck out in the streets, we just provide a way for them to get home, or if they're asleep, in the open, we'll go and try and wake them up, see if they're okay.
There's a lot of fuel around here.
And they don't have it out there, so they've got to go other places to find it. Come into the big city.
Hello. Hey. Yes. She's mum's all right there?
Huh?
Yeah. This your family?
Drunk.
She's drunk?
Drunk, yeah.
Yeah, she's from.
She's from here, yeah.
Oh, I know this one. Hello, old lady, night patrol. You wanna go spin dry?
You
wanna go have sleep?
I don't know spin dry.
Oh, well.
I don't know spin dry.
Okay.
Rest your mind, rest your spirit, and rest your soul. I don't know about town.
No. Where bet you stay?
I don't like town. I've been there before.
Well, we'll come back after and check on you.
I gotta pick you up. They're here for help. You might get killed. Somebody might kill you or stab you, or you might get raped. They're helping all the black fella here.
Since colonisation, we've had a lot of issues and concerns.
If you look at colonisation and you talk about genocide, you don't just talk about genocide in the sense of Aboriginal people dying. You talk about cultural genocide. Aboriginal people have lost their culture, custom, tradition, language, song and dance. If you don't have that full understanding of where you come from, you're going to be a lost Aboriginal person. You're going to be a lost person anyway. The stolen generation was a bad policy introduced by white Australia. It was a policy that removed Aboriginal people from their families. Many Aboriginal children never got to see their brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers ever again. It has created havoc in our community. It has created mental health issues, drug issues, death issues, suicide. We call it transgenerational trauma. It's a continuing thing that it goes from one family to another family. But when a non-Aboriginal person says that it happened 50 years ago or 100 years ago, get over it. Unfortunately, you can't get over it unless you deal with it. It's like telling the Irish to get over England coming into their country. Look, Aboriginal people coming from communities don't understand the seriousness of walking into a major city without any help. Small offences like drinking in a parkland, loitering. They don't understand when a police officer gives them a piece of paper. They don't understand that they've just got fined. They don't understand that that'll happen again if they're caught drinking again. From a petty crime, it turns into a major incident that will eventually turn into incarceration. It's called recidivism. You just keep going in and out. It's recidivism that just keeps on happening and happening and happening until you can find a way of getting out of it.
This is a garden the HEAL team, the homeless team, built. You know, we deal with the homeless all the time, and sometimes it's good to come back and you can spend some time in the garden and just takes your mind a bit off some of the sad things you might see in a day. I've been involved with Aboriginal people ever since I was a kid here. A field officer, I guess you could probably call me, just an average run-of-the-mill field officer. Just go around everywhere you can, find the people and see what they need. We give them blankets and sheets. These people sometimes don't even have $1, so whatever they want, we'll try and help them with. And that's a mulberry tree. The Bagot kids love that #1. And you can tell where the kids have been in Bagot, because when the mulberry trees are really tall, you can see how they're bent over. The kids have bent them to get the mulberries off. And you can't deny them that. Well, this is the Fanny Bay area. This is where usually most of the Tiwis hang out.
I'm from Port Island. We still don't rush. Come here. This is my partner. She's in Muslim. She's expecting. Yeah.
Hey, look at that. They're waving. I'm the most popular guy in Darwin with the long grasses because I got the bus.
I'm staying with my nephew for 1 week or 2 weeks. I think I'll be gone back on next Friday. We're not allowed to drink here. We're not allowed to drink. We're not allowed to. We go in the bush inside under the hide ourselves. Those seconds, see us.
So what happens if they catch you drinking?
They take beer like that. That's what they do. Fine. That's what they do, yeah. I'll probably go court, or if I miss out court, a couple of days in prison.
My name's Inda Joshua. I'm from Numbua. I was born at Numbua. I've been working as a school teacher. I got 3 boys. I'm a single mother all my life. I'm 46 years old now. 1990, I studied Aboriginal health worker. By 1994, I joined the North Force because I wanted to follow my grandfather's footsteps. He was a Nekru soldier. It's pretty sad at the moment too. It's making me feel bad what the coppers doing to us, you know. The coppers keep moving long grass people. We need a space to live next to the ocean. We don't want coppers sending our people in prison. Where people they hang themselves. My partner got locked up yesterday. So he's from TV Island. He was intoxicated.
So why do you think there are so many Aboriginal people locked up?
Like magic.
Yeah.
Like magic.
Again.
I called you guys up earlier. I just ended up calling them back and said not to worry about it. I didn't realise this lady has actually got an order not to be with them as well. So the cops are actually going to arrest her.
All right.
All right. No worries.
Cool.
No worries.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's just the security. See, they called us for the female, and they called the police for the male because he was being aggressive. So they're going to arrest her as well. They breached their DVO. 06 receiving.
Yeah, could you possibly make your way to Unit 6 of there's a female there needs to go to assess. Her name's Marie.
Yeah, copy that VK and we'll mobile to that location and assess her. But myself, I've been doing it for it's like 9 months now. Eh?
I've been here 3 years.
It's 3 years he's been here for. It's only a long night when we've got nothing to do.
Night patrol the Darwin and Palmerston area, trying to help intoxicated people get home, sobering up shelter. But we got no police power. We got no powers at all, apart from power of persuasion to try and get them to come with us.
Night Patrol 06 from VKM.
I don't say it's cancelled.
Yeah, I do apologise, but you can stand down. Someone has decided to give the person a room for the night, so you're no longer required at that location.
A lot of time wasted.
A few people used to get run over along here too. Look, see.
Are you right?
Take my Nuckies, look on.
Nuckies. Let us come to the bus stop.
Yeah, bus stop.
Come to the bus stop. What's your name first?
Center.
Cinta.
Jacinta.
Jacinta.
You should know my name.
Yeah, I know I see you around all the time, but what house in Nuckies?
Do you remember when you dropped me off?
Yeah.
Don't laugh.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all you can do is help people home to safety. Some of the dangers are violence amongst each other, you know. Could be partners. Actually approaching the person when they're intoxicated, when they're angry, can be a bit dangerous, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got an Anita thing to go to sus. She's wearing a zebra top and a peacock skirt. How do you copy?
Roger, copy your details. We can mobile now and assess over. I know what my role is. I'm not here to act like I'm police or something. I'm just here to help the people. Just to get home, be as friendly as I can.
The police and us, a lot of the Aboriginal people out there, they prefer night patrol, you know what I mean? They deal with us to take them to safety. The stolen generation did not help. It takes a lot of generations to get that feeling out of people, which then people turn into alcoholics, drug addicts, everything, you know? Trying to run from the truth.
Hello.
She wants to go to the shoulder.
Yeah. They just radio us now.
Yeah.
So hello, love.
Alright, see you later. You take care of yourself.
Thanks, fellas. Thanks for that. And how old are you? 50 something, you reckon?
60, darling.
60. Okay. All right, we'll take your spin right now.
Yeah, I love you.
Okay.
Love you too.
I do this as a second job. You know, just to help out, pay the bills.
Honestly, me, I'm doing it to get paid for the money, you know, to support my kids. I came off the dole when I got this job. Checking around the Marlowe's Lagoon there, because there'd usually be groups, families sitting around here drinking, and usually some end up passing out and end up being stuck here, so we're just going to see if there's any sleeping ones.
Anybody want a crew tingle?
A few months ago, yeah, we got called to the Mindle Beach markets. The one woman there was like pretty much trying to just tell her husband to just jump in and come with us. And he just said that, I don't want to go with them, I want to stay here. Then later on that night we heard that he got really drunk and he fell asleep in the car park area there, and one poor person came out of the casino and ready to go home, jumped in his car, didn't realise that there was a drunken man asleep behind his car there, ended up running him over, dragged him a bit, there and ended up killing him. It got goosebumps too when they told us, like that person that we had in our, he died, got hit by a car and died. That was freaky when they told me that, but yeah. Man, them fruit tingles are good, eh?
Roger, copy that, Vican. We've actually located that female at the Palmerston Police Station. We've picked her up and we're conveying her to the sobering up shelter. Over.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much.
I don't really, like I said, didn't work much when I was younger. Been to jail once. Now where I've learned, that's not a good place.
I was 19 and I was facing 2 years in jail. They let me off with a 2-year suspended sentence, and I was thinking about it. If I did go to jail, I'd probably be a lot worse than now. Because once you're in that prison system, it's just a big problem now in our city. Sis, you right? Hello. Wake up. Hello, sister. It's no good sleeping around here. Do you want to go spin dry? Where?
This is a bad unit, this one. I hate coming here. A lot of people got murdered here. Yeah. Stabbed, thrown over the balcony. Yeah. The whole suburb is called the Narrows, but yeah, these units here are called Hudson Fish Flats. Terrible units. They'll stand at the front and they'll come down as soon as, oh yeah, look. I don't film at them, like these people coming, because yeah, we don't know what they're like. Look. I'll go over to them first, just. One bloke wanted his brother out of his unit, and when we got here, his brother come running up and said, no, he asked for the police to come, not Night Patrol. His brother had a tendency to come at people with knives, so yeah, I don't know why they even sent us here for this sort of thing, but yeah, there's mad people living here.
Sis, you better wake up, look, so we can talk to you, look.
How about you go stay at the spin dry? Have a good rest. Have a sleep. Have a feed in the morning and a shower. You want to go stay there?
Yeah.
Come on then.
Have a good rest.
Yeah, come and have a good rest. So you finally agreed to come.
It seems to be all lost women tonight, eh?
Quiet night tonight. Not sure what's going on, but.
Oh yeah, we received a call centre job to pick up 2 males from Hudson Fish Flats. We've since picked those 2 males up and just completed our conveyance of them.
Yeah, if you start making your way towards Mindle Beach, there was a person thought they were drunk, wanted to go to sus. I'll give you the details in a minute.
Anybody call for Night Patrol? No. Old lady, grey hair. You... Yeah. Well then, that's somebody.
I work at Night Patrol for the sole purpose of helping my people. Like, I'm a strong believer in helping my people out. I love my culture and my land, so I'm doing whatever I can to help out.
Right, we got you there, honey. You better go. Right, see ya. Ta-da.
Just yesterday, I was at home and 2 of my little cousins were there, and they was out the back pretending to be Night Patrol.